From Creamer Media in Johannesburg, this is the Real Economy Report. Our top stories this week. South African-made Hilux bakkies are modified for use in extreme cold. We take a look at a new electricity sector maintenance and repair investment. And foreigners snap up Royal Bafokeng Platinum shares. Arctic Trucks modify South African-made Toyota Hilux bakkies so they can deal with some of the world's worst weather, including that of the Antarctic. And now the company has some good news for locals who love to go bundu bashing. Irma Fenter has the story.
Arctic Trucks modifies Durban-made Toyota Hilux bakkies to survive the toughest environments. The good news is that this Icelandic outfit is thinking of setting up shop in South Africa. Head of Research and Development at Arctic Trucks, Gisli Johnson, has spent more than 3 months in South Africa working to modify a range of Hilux bakkies so they can act as support vehicles for an extreme ski race in the Antarctic. He explains the company's plans for South Africa.
We are setting up a business to do milder modifications for South African market. It's called AT35. It's Hilux with 35-inch tall tires. They're a little bit smaller than these.
How much is it? Just a little bit.
These are a 44-inch.
Okay.
The 35 is a few inches lower. They are also narrower. They're more user-friendly, and we have modified quite a lot of these cars for different markets. They perform very well in the sand and on the dunes and off-roads. They are superior to any standard vehicle you get. And then, of course, we can supply bigger modifications and for more extreme environment. As you see here in the 6x6, we do these cars in a 4x4 version also, as I said before.
So when will you set up in South Africa? When can somebody bring the Hilux in and ask you to do something?
It's not finalized yet, but we are working on it. It's going to be sometime next year.
Eskom's Rotec Industries recently invested 100 million rand in a new test bay in a bid to reduce the time and cost associated with transformer maintenance and repair. Terence Creamer reports.
A transformer failure can have catastrophic consequences, and in the context of a tight electricity system, such meltdowns can lead to prolonged periods of powerlessness. Rotec Industries CEO Les Carlo explains how a new facility in Germiston could help keep the lights on.
The key thing with this investment is that prior to this launch, we would take a transformer, repair or refurbish the unit, and then we were unable to test it to meet the specifications that it needed to perform against when it went back into service. That meant we had to take the transformer, load it, take it through to Pretoria, where it was tested in Pretoria, and then bring it and then have it tested there, and then take it further then back to where it was going to be put back in service. The big issue that's here is two things. One, we eliminate all of that risk, the rigour of the transport, the risk of damage while they're in transport, and the cost of doing that and the delay, because we had to stand in the queue with other units going to a private facility. So we were looking at delay, and as you know, the system is tight. We need to get units back into the service of the system as soon as we can. The other side of it was we've beefed up the state-of-the-art technology. So we're able to now test the biggest units that Eskom can have in service, now and when Medupinka City power stations come into service, fully up to their full range of voltage and in the full conditions they expect to experience in this network.
The strong demand for Royal Bafokeng Platinum shares from international investors shows continued confidence in South Africa as an investment destination. Editor Martin Creamer spoke to CFO Martin Prinsloo at the company's listing on the JSE.
The level of demand from international investors just shows that, notwithstanding all of the issues around nationalisation and so forth, that they still have confidence in investing in the South African mining industry. We were humbled by the demand for the share. We were well oversubscribed for these shares. What specifically made us very comfortable and really made us very happy was the demand from offshore. The international investors have shown that once again, notwithstanding all the negative talk about South Africa, they certainly showed their confidence to invest in South Africa through a 40% component of our shareholding being international investors.
That's Creamer Media's Real Economy Report. Join us again next week for more news and insight into South Africa's real economy.